Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's session. This is Anik Singhal. For those of you who had guessed it correctly, congratulations. Not that you win anything, but congratulations anyways. Why am I here? So I want to start by talking about that. I want to explain to you exactly why I'm here. See, I've been online doing online marketing now for, I don't know what, 13, 14 years. And I started off as a person who used to do nothing but free traffic. I started off as a person that believed in only one thing, and that was, driving traffic from the search engines. And I did really well. As a matter of fact, the first money I ever made was from free traffic. Then there was a dark, dark day. And that day, Google went, now I didn't used to do it the right way. I used to do it all the tricky ways. I used to use what we call black hat. I used to do things that weren't good. Not proud of, but hey, it's what I did back then. And then one day, Google grew wise to it. They did a couple of quick snips, and all my traffic disappeared overnight. You can pretty much imagine how disheartening that was. I lost about 70 or 80% of my income that one day, and it was very hard to recover from it. But that day, I made an assumption. I made a dangerous assumption, and that assumption was that SEO, or search engine optimization, is dead. Free traffic is dead, and that I would never be able to get free traffic again. I went on to find tons of other ways to drive traffic. I've obviously done very well for myself. I've sold over $100 million worth of products on the internet, and I just thought that was what it was. I never turned back to look at search engine optimization. I never turned back to look at Google or Yahoo or Bing or any of those sources of traffic. Again, I made a very, very bad assumption. That was until about a year and a half or so ago that I met this beautiful person who's going to be talking to you today by the name of Dory Friend. I met her in Las Vegas. We were there for an event. She walked right by and I said, "Hey, I know you. I've seen you around. You're Dory." And she said, "Hey, I know you too. You're Anik." And we hit it off. Now, I still remember Dory and her friend. We went off to a little bar just to chat, 30 minutes. We had a drink. We had a powwow. Got to know each other better. At which point I said, "Dory, what exactly do you do?" And she told me, "Well, I help people get free traffic through search engines." And of course, I kind of turned back, and I'm a pretty straight shooter kind of guy. I'm a little bit too honest sometimes. And what I told Dory was, "Well, Dory, I don't really believe in that." And she gave me a really startled look and said, "What? Why?" I said, "Well, it's too hard. And everything you do, all the hard work you do just gets kicked off Google anyways every time they make changes." And that was the day that Dory took me to school. She made me realize that SEO has never actually changed. And that if you do things a few certain ways, you actually got pretty concrete rankings. She shared with me stats. She shared with me income proof. She shared with me what she's done for her clients. And that was the day my whole mind changed about this concept of driving free traffic. And since then, I have been a student of Dory's. She's the first person I call when I need help. And as a matter of fact, I think it was 2 weeks ago, our company engaged Dory's services for the next search engine-based campaign that we want to do. I am actually honored to be here today. When I knew that Dory is putting this program together, when I knew that Dory is doing this training, I asked her on my own to say, if I could come on and help, kind of MC today or just kind of host the show, it would be an honor. And I would, I just wanted to share this story with you. If right now you're looking to start making money online, or if right now you're looking to grow your business, maybe you are an SEO agency, maybe you don't even have a website and you're just looking to get a start and you don't have a ton of money to potentially waste at paid traffic, or maybe you're just looking to rank your Amazon pages, you've got a product listed on Amazon. Whatever the whole situation may be, if you are an internet marketer, you need traffic, and if that traffic can be free, there's nothing better in the world. Today's session is all about how to get free traffic by ranking on page 1 of all the top search engines, and get this, without even having a website. 0 websites. So right now, if you're sitting there thinking, "God, I don't have a business, I don't have anything to sell, I don't have even a website," well, you're in luck, because today's presentation, Dory is going to share with you the exact steps to take to still build a profitable kick-butt business. And let me tell you, there is no better expert in the world, and I don't say this lightly. I'm putting my 13 years of experience, every ounce of brand I have, on the line here when I say there is no other expert in the world to get you going with search engines than Dory. She is around the world considered the queen of search engine optimization. I have seen actual posts made by internal representatives of Google that talk about her. People watch her because she knows what she's doing. She has survived every Google quote-unquote slap. She knows how to get you traffic. She knows how to get your business up and running quickly. Now, with that said, we did a quick sound test earlier. Guys, I want to tell you, get ready to take notes. Pay very close attention. Listen to what Dory says, but more than anything in the world, take action. You've got to be ready to take action. If you don't take action, nothing is going to happen. All right? So without further ado, let's bring on the star of the evening who's going to teach you things I never thought were I never imagined to be doable. Dory, are you there?
I am here, and oh my God, thank you, Anik. You have just humbled me with that introduction. Wow. And I am super excited because I have some stuff that I think is going to blow everybody away, and their mouths are going to drop, and they're going to see how easy it is when you make a recipe, and you can do this without even having a website. So I think we're just going to get into it. So the title of our presentation, my presentation, is Page One Engine, How to Rank on Page One Without Even Having a Website. First, I'm just going to tell you a little bit of what's coming up today. I'm going to revisit the same 7 steps that can make you money online in 8 different ways. And I did a presentation last week, and I went over in detail these 7 steps. And I'm just going to revisit them just a little bit. I'm going to touch on them. So then we're going to revisit also the 8 different monetization strategies, you know, the 8 ways to profit using those same 7 steps that I outlined last week. And then I'm going to tell you how to get page 1 rankings without even owning a website, and how to profit from it, and how easy it really, really is. Let's get into the 7 steps of search engine magic, and which most of these steps can be automated. Now, I did this presentation in detail last week, and so I'm just going to briefly go over each one of the steps, because it is these steps that never changed. You can do them over and over again, and you can do it with any business model that is applicable online. So the first step is the ancient property, buying an old domain. So when you're starting out and you want to get a jump, you know, buying an age domain is automatically going to give you authority, and Google likes that. And it gives you links that, you know, somebody else has already done a lot of the hard work. So that gives you a certain boost right off the bat. So that is step 1. And I'm going to go into that a little bit more, because actually in this presentation, we're not buying an age domain. We're using something else. Instead of the age domain, we're using a authority site. So I'm going to get into that in just a second. But then step 2 is instant social syndication. You know, linking up your profiles to any money site, or even any PBNs if there's any advanced people on here for you. And you know, for you newbies, don't let some of that terminology scare you. It's really not rocket science. I explain everything in detail. It's just, you know, things that we just kind of throw out there. And I know sometimes I just do it, and I don't even realize I'm saying some of the things. So if you have questions, you can email. I have my staff going on to at Dory@pageoneengine.com. So step 3 was the hidden keywords, you know, choosing those keywords we went over. And then step 4, copycat ranking. Now this is where we study our competition, and this is where you create a blueprint. And we're going to put some good time in this today, because this is where we're going to create a recipe. I'm going to show you how you can automatically create a recipe and then plug it into a system to get your site ranking pretty much any site for any keyword. So we're going to go in depth into this one today. Step 5 was you're building your foundation, you know, creating a baseline. You can't go anywhere if you don't know where you are right now. So there was a whole step 5 to that. It's pretty simple, but pretty darn important too. Now, step 6 was talking to Google, and that means your on-page optimization, you know, while you're developing your pages. And basically that was just, you know, be creative, content's king, write stuff that's unique, and, you know, simply put the keyword in your title. I kind of snuck that in. You know, that was important to put your keywords in your title. And I gave you a demonstration on how to do that in the last presentation. So that was step 6. We're just going to spend a little bit of time on that today, just something that will help you rank for these authority sites. And then we have step 7, gathering votes, which is, of course, getting links. And I have an automated system that's going to do that for you. And I'm going to show you how to put, use an exact recipe to get pretty much instant rankings. So then we talked about the 8 business models. I'm going to take a sip of water here because I'm not used to talking this much. Actually, I'm an SEO geek that stares into the computer all day, every day. So hold on for a second. But we talked about the 8 business models. And you can apply the 7 same steps to all these 8 business models. And for those of you that didn't see the 8 business models last week, here's a quick peek to them. There is Launch Jackie, ranking on YouTube, affiliate marketing, building lists, ranking with reputation management, local SEO, social media, renting and selling sites, black hat stuff. Now, I'm going to go into this in detail. This was just a quick peek that I wanted to go over and let you know that there is all kinds of ways to make money online using these same 7 steps. In fact, we've started with some people, and here's Sean May, and he's a beginner. And he went into eRocks Group, which is our local SEO module, and he went out and he got 1 client. He was like, okay, I'm going to try this. By the end of the session, he saw that he got page 1 domination. His client was showing up for 4 or 5 listings, and I'm going to show you how to do that. And not only were they loving him, he actually got the confidence that he can go out and get more clients. So that was like really, really cool. Susan McDowell, which is one tip, raised her income $2,000 for her a month. It's just one little thing. So sometimes it just comes in like that. So it's all kinds of different results that can be duplicated over and over and over again. You just have to know what to do. So let's get started on this. How to profit by ranking on page 1 without a website. And I call this Barnacle SEO. And I love that, love this little graphic, because what we're doing, we are going to use authority sites to grab onto. We're going to grab onto their authority. Google loves their authority and they trust them. So we're just going to hang on to them and ride their coattails right onto page 1. So instead of buying an age domain, like was in step 1 of my formula, we're going to go and we're going to use the age and authority of the other website, thus attaching ourselves to that larger entity. Google loves authority sites. Not only do they enable you to take up more spots on page 1, when you link from them, so you're also linking from these authority sites to your main site, or we call that sometimes your money site, that helps you rank too. So for example here, last week we talked about a test that we did for Seal Beach SEO, and we showed you guys that we were ranking for 4 different things on that page. We have a Yelp listing, we have a Facebook, even though we have only 3 reviews and the person below us has 12. We have YouTube, so we're ranked on all of those things. But guess what? We just started this 3 weeks ago. So our main page is still on page 2, but it's not going to be there for long, because what we're going to do, of course. We are linking from that Facebook, that YouTube, and everything to this main site. And actually on page 2, it's showing up in 2 different spots.
Lost audio.
I've heard that we've lost audio. If anybody has said that, or if it's just my staff, maybe you can say yes to Dory at page1engine.com. Anik, can you still hear me?
Dory, I can still hear you just fine.
Okay, my staff came in and said that they lost audio, so if you can hear...
No, Dory, I'm even listening as a viewer, and it sounds just fine, so I would keep going.
Okay, so I'm going to keep going. Sorry for that, guys. Just wanted to make sure that you were that you could hear me. So where I was is that we're gonna link from that Facebook. We're gonna link from YouTube and Yelp, and so we're gonna get those authority links. So pretty soon it's gonna look like this. We are gonna dominate even more sections, more placements on page 1, which means again more money for my clients, more money for us. It's page 1 domination, really. So for example, this is the kind of authority sites that we like to ride on their coattails, or be a barnacle and ride with them. But we got videos like YouTube. You could on YouTube or Vimeo, and Google really trusts that. I mean, you know, you do searches and you always see these from the first page. And these are screenshots that I took that are from, you know, vitamin C serum. You know, that's a pretty big term, and it was on the front page. So you know that Google likes these things. Amazon pages. Oh my God, you cannot search for a product without seeing an Amazon listing. And this one actually had 2 Amazon listings. And for you ASMers out there, I'm going to go into detail how to rank your Amazon page. In detail, you're going to be blown away. So that is a perfect example of riding on the coattails of an authority site. And then we have social profiles. Now, this is 50 Cent. I saw him on Oprah. I kind of, you know, I just like, wow, this guy's really cool. He's a rapper, but he grew up. He's in the business. You know, he owns a bunch of companies now, and he's really taken advantage of social media. So I thought it would be a great example of, you know, how social media is ranking your Instagram accounts, your Twitter accounts, your Facebook accounts. All this stuff is really good for the reputation management, which is one of the modules that we go over. So anyway, social profiles, always linking, always showing up, even for sometimes those competitive keywords, you're going to see a Facebook page there. It's kind of weird, but, you know, Google picks these certain media types, you know, like a video, like a social profile, like here's my next one, like a news release, and they like PDF. So anytime you put up a guide in PDF, Google loves that. And also, you know, audio and presentation files. Whenever you do a presentation or you do a YouTube video, be sure to put it up on SoundCloud, you know, the audio, and then break it up and put the slides on SlideShare. Google loves these sites, and, you know, they'll start ranking on their own, especially if you're in those type of niches that, you know, that use those kind of things. So anyway, those are the examples of authority types of sites. And like I said, the free gift, we got a huge list of sites, authority sites that you can add your content on with your call to action so you can get more traffic. And I'm going to show you how to rank these puppies now. And they're pretty darn easy. So for newbies, why is this important? Well, it gives you a way to get started on page 1 without really knowing how to put up a website. I mean, you can get up and going by starting to rank some of these other sites. You can go into multiple business models instantly. You can go get a customer just like Sean May did and said, you know what, I can rank you locally and I will do this and watch it. And we help you and boom, it happens. Or you can test and learn the craft of SEO by doing this without even having to put a website up. So for existing businesses or for the advanced user, why is this important? Well, of course, it helps you take over the first page. I mean, hello, that's what we all want, to dominate our niche or maybe even our city. So the more customers we have, the more money we make. And like I showed you before, when you link from those properties too, those are powerful places that's going to boost your main website. So not only do it to take over the first page, do it to get really good links to your main website. Now that's all really easy to do, and I want to say out to the newbies too, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do this. This is not rocket science. You only have to have a recipe, and you only have to take action. And I'm going to show you how to do that right now using Amazon as an example, because I know I have a lot of ASMers out there, people who have put products on Amazon. That's really popular. So I chose that to use that as my example to show you exactly how to do it. So let me show you exactly how to rank Amazon pages. And they slipped the slide into just for those people who came on late. If you stay to the end, we're giving away 2 iPads. If you text to page 1 to 21777, we're giving away 2 iPads, but you got to stay to the end. Anyway, let me show you how to rank Amazon pages. And you know what? We use the 7 steps just like we did before. So the ancient property, though, is going to be the Amazon property. We're going to do instant social syndications with it. We're going to do the hidden keywords with it. We're going to do copycat ranking in detail with this, and I'm going to really go over that. And your foundation, we're going to develop that title tag that's going to rock you to the top, and then of course gather votes. But I really right now just want to concentrate on step 1, and then we're only going to concentrate on a couple of those other steps. So the ancient property, you know, I'd say, okay, buy an age domain. Well, you don't have to when you're ranking authority sites, when you're doing Barnacle SEO. Right now, the ancient property is going to be Amazon. That is step 1. So the other steps that I'm going to really heavily concentrate on in this presentation is your copycat ranking, because we are going to create a recipe, and I'm going to show you how to go out and do that. We're going to spend just a little time on on-page SEO, talking to Google, and then I'm going to show you how to automate everything and get those links that we've learned that we need to get in copycat ranking and boost you to the top almost instantly. So copycat ranking, this is where we need to focus to get our recipe to outsmart the competition. I mean, it really, really is the secret sauce. And you could do this in blind and manually, but it's a lot harder. And from my years of success, I already know what we need to do. So we're going to first find our competitor that we're competing with, or this person who's already ranking on page 1 for that particular keyword we want to rank for. Excuse me, I'm going to have to get a drink of water again. And then we're going to use automation tools to do the research. We're going to analyze those links, and really we're just looking for how many, you know, we need and where they need to come from. It's really that easy. And then we're going to analyze some anchor text, which is really just the keywords, the text of the link that's pointing to the site. So it's really that simple. I mean, it sounds complicated, but it's not. And what I do is I did my competitive research using my automated link analysis tools. I built this so I could create the recipe. And it tells me, or it told me, what I needed to do, how many links I needed, how many links from how many sites, and what type of anchor text to use. So really just a couple of things. So the first thing I want to talk about, though, is I'm going to use a Google operator. And I know many people don't know what a Google operator is, but it's really, really easy. And this is how I find out where I am ranking for, say, Amazon pages. If I have an Amazon product and I want to know what Google thinks of my Amazon product and where I am. So what I'm going to do is put this operator, which is site : and so I'm going to put that domain. I'm going to go to Google. I'm going to put site : Amazon.com. And then I'm going to put the keyword that I want. So for this, it's site : Amazon.com, so it's going to look only in Amazon, and it's going to look for the keyword that I want. And for this particular one, it's gourmet olive oil. So people who have heard me talk before, they know that my dad grows olive oil, and we have an olive oil business, and it is 100% organic and gourmet. So that is my keyword that I know I sell a lot of on. So it looks like this, you know. So I'm in Google, and I put a site : Amazon, a little space there, and then my keyword. So that brings up all the Amazon pages that Google thinks are about gourmet olive oil. Well, of course, I'm ranking for this. I am the #1 already. And so that's that. So for this demonstration, I'm going to look at the site that I looked at previously that I had to beat to get that spot. So in summary, what we're doing is we're getting the competitor's site page by doing the following. We go and we do a site Amazon, the keyword, we check on the listing, and then copy the site page's address. And I'm going to show you how to do that in a second, because I know that that's, you know, that might go over some people's heads. But then we're going to Page One Engine's tool called Link Density, and all we're going to do is paste this URL. And a URL is just the site page name or its destination. You know, it's a domain name with all the other stuff added to it. So what this tool, though, is going to do for me, it's going to analyze the competitor, and it's going to tell me how many links I need, how many links from different places, and the recipe for the keyword. You know, so that means how many keywords I need, the anchor text ratio, and it's all going to do it on automation. So we are going to beat them, and I do it every time, because I know once I do my recipe, I'm going to need more links. I'm going to need more links from trusted sources and similar anchor text than what I'm going to find. But first, I need to know what that is because, you know, for every single niche, it's different. So for gourmet olive oil, it's way different than, say, for Garcinia Carbogia, or that's, you know, a diet pill, or vitamin C serum, or argan oil, all those other ones that are very, very competitive. So it's going to be different in every single niche. So again, let's just go back, and this is what I'm doing. And then I click on that listing, you know, my competitor's listing. This one, in this case, it's the one below me because that's the one that was my competitor until I overtook them. And that's what I copy right there. That is the URL that I copy. So watch me create this. And this is the link density tool. This is really, really easy in what I do. I go in and I click on link density. That's the tool in our Page One Engine software. I paste in the URL and then I click search, and boom, I get exactly what I need to know to outrank these people in this one area. I'm going to show you the next area soon in just a second. And that is really going to blow your mind when you see how easy this is. So what I need to know is how many links, which is the total links, the referring domains, which means how many domains that those links are coming from, and the trust factor. You know, if those sites are trustworthy, and this one was, you know, they didn't have any trust factor, so that was really, really easy. So now I'm going to blow your mind. Getting the exact recipe, that gave me the exact link count I needed. The next thing we do is going to give me the exact keyword recipe I need. And most people just ignore this, or they just can't get it right. They kind of just link here or link there and think that that's going to work, and it doesn't work. And that's why people don't succeed. And what I'm talking about is link density. So link density is not only the name of the tool, but it is what is probably the most important factor in SEO and ranking in today's world. Links are what gives your sites votes, and what those links say is what tells Google what your site's about. But you've got to be careful, because just like making cookies, if you put in too many eggs or flour or baking soda, they don't come out right. Same thing with your anchor text. It's the same for what links say about your site, and this is called link density, or, you know, it's your anchor text, the keywords. It's the link that's coming from the site linking to you. And I have an example here that's pretty simple. I'm going to take another sip of water here. So this is link density. And for this site, for this profile, like if this was my main site or my Amazon page, if all the links coming in, and right now I'm just using 3 for simplicity, they all said gourmet olive oil, all 3 of them, that would mean I had 100% link density for that keyword gourmet olive oil. And that would probably over-optimize me. So I say beware, you know, you can't do that anymore. That's what we used to do, but you can't do that anymore because Google goes, oh, I think that's somebody trying to rank. So now we look at our competition and we find out exactly what they're using, and then we just copy it. It's really stealth. So this is just another simple example of how you would diversify that. So let's say 33% gourmet olive oil, or, you know, I just have 3 links here. One says olive oil and the other is the URL. Now the URL is pretty magical. The more URLs that you have as anchor text, the better you're off in the long run. And I'm going to go into that. You're going to see what the percentages I use that just has the URL in it, you know, and that is the site page, what I told you to copy, and that's how we got our competitive results and everything. So we need to find that exact recipe. So we've already gotten the amount of links that I need, and we've already gotten where I need to get those, and we know that they don't have to have that much trust, so this shouldn't be very hard. So we're going to click on the anchor tab in here, and we're going to get another recipe, and boom, we get the recipe of that site's anchor metrics. So this is this part right here, and it's telling me the percentage of each one of those keywords. Now this is, of course, is a very simple example because there's not, you know, it's not a complicated one. They can be more complicated, but often enough they're not. And this is an enlargement of that. So this is the ratio. This is the link density, and then these are the keywords that this person was using. Not very hard. So That's part of the magic, is just getting that. So now I know what my recipe is. I knew how many links I needed, so which was 13. I now know how many sites I need to get them from, which is 12. And now I know that, you know, my 47% of that anchor text needs to be the site name or the URL. And then they had smaller variations, like 8% here, 8% there. You know, I'm going to go back to that so you can see that. So 41% was just the URL. They had 25% for the word olive, and then they had these other ones that were just, you know, like 8%. So I got my recipe there. So let's go over, and this is my recipe that that's gonna put me on page 1. And here it is together. And these are the 3 things that I really, really look at. My total links from referring domains, and then that ratio. So I want you to remember this, because we're going to use that recipe in step 7 when we're going to get our links, and it's going to be really easy. But I just want you to remember that, because everything has a recipe. YouTube has a recipe. Facebook has a recipe. Every site has a recipe. Every keyword has a recipe. Like Jerry Maguire says, show me the money. Well, Dory Friend is showing you the money, because I am showing you how to get the recipe. And one more thing before the magic happens. We have gone through step 4, getting our copycat and our blueprint together. I'm going to talk really, really quickly about on-page site, where your title belongs and what you need for your Amazon page, and for anything that matters, you know, Facebook, YouTube, all of those other type of authority sites. And then we're going to get into gathering votes, and you're going to see how easy it is to plug that recipe into my system, and boom, get all those links and rank like you've never seen before. So step 6 though, first, before I show you that other magic and juice, what we typically do is Google has been liking to see the brand plus the keyword, and usually the brand first. Now, I've noticed in the last 6 months that changed. I used to say, oh, put your keyword, you know, as close to the front as possible. But right now I'm seeing a lot of brand names first and then the keyword. And this is my listing here. Our ranch is called Olive Oak Ranch. And then, you know, has gourmet olive oil in it. But so it's brand and then keyword. And that's pretty much all I want to talk about for the on-page optimization to rank these sites in Google, because I find that's all that it takes. And you need to have your keyword in the title. Otherwise, it's really pretty hard. And I've had clients that we've tried to rank with when they don't have the keyword in their title, and it's a lot more difficult. So that is pretty important. But here's where we're going to go into the magic. Now, I just talked to you about copycat ranking, where we got our blueprint. So we know exactly what we need to do and how to do it. So then we talked about Google and the title tag. Now, here it is. I want you to watch this, because this is where it all happens. I mean, my feet are bouncing up because I'm so excited to show you this. But before I show it to you, we have the Amazon page. We know exactly how many links we need. We know exactly how many links we need from different places. And we know exactly what the links need to say. This is our recipe. And let me show you once again what this looks like visually. This is our recipe. This is what 99.9% of the people that try to rank don't do. And this is what's going to give you the advantage to rank on page 1 for anything that you want. Really, I mean, I even can't believe I'm showing you this. That's how good this is. So this is what I need to do. All I need to do for this one was to be better than having 13 total links from 12 referring domains. And, you know, I just had to get some sites that had better trust value. That was pretty darn easy. And then I had to copy or do something better than their link ratio, their link density. So getting the votes, automating the voting process, getting those links and the exact recipe we just created, you might think that would be pretty hard. I mean, how do you go about, you know, dividing that and linking and figuring all out, you know, and that could be, oh man, that's rocket science, I think. But I'm going to introduce to you my patent pending technology. Only in pageoneengine.com. Watch this. You're not going to get it anywhere else. I have a patent pending on this, but it is so easy, and so I feel like it's really brilliant, to tell you the truth. I am tickled to death that we have it and that it works and that I'm able to show it to you. So once again, here is the recipe. It's this easy. You copy and paste the recipe into the system. So this is it. This is the system. I click on my tools. That's where this is. I click on add new campaign. So I go into add new campaign, and this is what separates the pups from the big dogs, is this ratio right here, where all you're doing is copying that recipe. Here it is enlarged. We are copying the recipe that we had right into our automated tool. And of course, you know, I've changed it up a little bit because I want to do a little bit better than they did. I thought, well, I can do better than that. And from my experience, this is what I created. But this gave me the direct map. And like I said, this is patent pending. You can only get this technology here with me. And now to push those links out, it's as easy as it was just to fill this out. I mean, you know, your target is 100%. You can't do anything wrong here. You have to have it as 100%, and you put your anchor text in it and the URL that it goes to. And with this technology too, if something happens and Google changes their recipe, guess what? You can go in here and change your recipe as well. You can delete links. You can do anything you want. This is absolutely I feel like one of the most amazing systems I've ever put together, and I've been online for a long time, and I used to develop software as a hired gun for Apple Computer in the 90s. In fact, I have patents with the digital cameras. If you pull out your cell phone right now, you've seen my work. I was on the team that built the first digital camera operating system. So this is nothing to sneeze about. This is the real deal. I feel like I'm the real deal, and I'm giving this to you. So to push these sites out, to push these links out, you know, that's our next step. Now that we have the recipe, all we have to do is get the links. Is that we're going to go to my Page One sites, Page One Engine sites, the network that we have in here. We click here and post these links to the network. It's the same one you get, and bam, you're done. That's it. I was done. And I am now the first, I have been the first Amazon listing for gourmet olive oil. I used to be #1, but guess what? I did this a year ago, and I'm still ranking. Yeah, it was #1 for the total word gourmet olive oil, but I've only gone down one spot in a year, and I've never done anything else to it. And so how did I profit from that? Well, we sold my dad's inventory out. We have to wait till next year now to sell it. You can't even find us on Amazon because we had to take our listing down. At first, we kept raising the price, hoping that people would stop buying, and they didn't. And I think it got up to $59, and people were still buying it, and we finally sold out. So now we have to wait till next year. So you can't find me on Amazon, but guess what? My Google listing's still there, waiting for when we have inventory, so when we get back on. So in conclusion, let me get another sip of water here. All my links went to the same Amazon page. I didn't even use a super URL for this one. And you ASMers, you know what that is. For you newbies, you don't even have to know. My anchor text varied. Like you saw, I used 65% different variations of my URL, my site name, my domain. And then 15% was pulled from a list of like 100 2 to 3 word combinations. And I go into total detail about that. That is, and it's really easy to do that. But first, I want to talk about how much time I spent on this, because you're going to kind of be amazed at this. So the H in property, and we go back to the 7 steps, because the 7 steps are used in everything I do, and everything that my experts do, my coaches, everybody. It's all about the 7 steps in the industry, but it's done in different variations. So like in this scenario, we didn't spend any time buying an H in property because we used Amazon. And you can do the same thing for YouTube, Facebook, anything. So anyway, no time spent there. Instant social syndication, get my profiles up. I actually went to Fiverr and had somebody point these to them, and I spent 30 minutes on it. Hidden keywords, I knew what my keyword was from doing some other tests that I did. So that was boom. Gourmet olive oil is our #1 keyword. It converts the best for us. Copycat ranking. Now, you know, I spent probably an hour doing that. I went and got the site and I looked at it. Actually, that's probably an over exaggeration because it's all automated. I just had to go find the site, you know, putting it in and looking at it, pulling the results. My foundation, I did do the same thing, but it wasn't as in detail. So that was just about 15 minutes. You know, setting up my title, putting my brand and my keyword in there, you know, 10 minutes maybe. And then gathering votes. So, you know, I had some articles created and I put my links in them, and that's probably took me another 60 minutes. But we're talking about 2 hours and 10 minutes. That's it. I mean, that was it for the total campaign that I sent up for ranking for my term for olive oil. And I'm still there today, and I did that once. So for everything else, you rinse and repeat. For anything that you want to rank for, that is the recipe. That is the system. You do the same for YouTube. You do the same for Facebook. You do the same for news sites. You do the same for any site. So anywhere you're at, any keyword that you want to rank for, you look at those other domains and you find out what they're doing, and you do the exact same thing, but just a little bit better. And you can put the exact ratios into the system, hit go, and boom, there it goes. It goes out and you're done. So I said any keyword. And for the lazy people who don't want to do all that much competitive research, I do have a fast formula. Like if I'm going, oh, I just want to rank this, I'll tell my guys, this is like my go-to formula. For most Barnacle content, I call it Barnacle, you know, we're attaching ourselves to those authority sites. It takes approximately 100 links. I like to do 100 links, even if it's something easier. But that's what I start off with, even if it's a competitive niche. And then I go and see where I'm at. But, you know, approximately 100 links from a good blog network with, you know, 65% URL anchor text. And the rest variations of keywords, you know, to rank on page 1. That's pretty much it. That's my fast formula, my go-to formula. You know, it works. And I do want to say in those really, really competitive niches, I do that first. And yes, I do blast it out, because competitive niches, you know, you can blast out a lot of links at once. For non-competitive niches, I kind of drip it out over 30 days, and it seems to work really, really, really well. Oh, I went too fast there. So in conclusion, taking over the first page is really easy. All you need is a blueprint, and we automate that for you in POE, Page One Engine. And all you need is some link love, which we again automate for you in Page One Engine. The question is, it isn't whether you can rank on page 1 or not. The question is really, which business model do you want to do, and how many spots you want to rank on? And actually, the question for you really is, are you serious about this? Do you really want to take action in your life and start moving in a different direction? I've proven to you that it's easy. There's so many different ways to make money online, and I've just proven to you how easy it is to rank on page 1 using authority sites, and you can do the same thing for other types of sites. We also proved that local SEO is oh man, we can capture so many spots on it. It's insane. We have the top money-making SEO business models right now of 2015. These are them. I have gone out and I've searched. I'm like, guys, what's making money right now? What are you guys making money? We got launch jacking that we went over. There's ranking on YouTube that I just showed you how to rank a YouTube video, but there's also how to rank YouTubes in YouTube, and that's a whole business model in itself. Reputation management, local SEO, social media is a whole thing, you know, building a list. Renting and selling and ranking sites. I have a guy that's a surfer guy. He's one of my experts, and he surfs all over the place. And he makes a nice $5,000 a month recurring income just by ranking sites and then renting them. So there's all kinds of things that you can do here using the same exact 7 steps that I showed you finding out, doing your copycat SEO and plugging it into the linking system. So there's really only 3 things that you need to succeed. One is world-class training and coaching, testing that's proven and with baby steps. Community and masterminding, working as a team, no questions go unanswered. And tools, lots of tools, all automated. So I'm going to introduce to you Page One Engine. This is something that I've been working on for, I would say, 7 years, the technology. And in the last 18 months, we've been pulling together the experts. It's absolutely the best system, the best community I've ever pulled together. I'm really, really proud about it. And it's very, very limited. Right now, for you guys who want to get in fast, pageoneengine.com/go, I will give you a VIP support access email. And that's for the first 50 that can go right now and sign up. You're going to get VIP support access. You're going to get on top of everybody. So now I'm going to go into actually every single detail of what this consists of, and I'm so proud of it. I really, really am. And I also want you to know that this comes with links. You get my link network that I spent $50,000 to build. That's the link network that you plug in your site, you plug in those ratios, and boom, you go out, and that's what does the linking. I'm going to talk a little bit more about that, but I wanted to put that right up front. So why did I create Page One System? I was sick of all the lies out there. I'm sick of people saying SEO is dead. I've been in this community since 2001, and I tell you, it's funny how everybody got scared. I mean, SEO is actually easier now because everybody's left it in the last couple of years for paid traffic, and SEO is huge. It's so easy to generate income online. You just need a risk-free system. So all that stands between you and creating that income online is a little bit of hand-holding and automated tools. So right now you can go to pageoneengine.com/go and get all of that. Again, 3 things you need to succeed. World-class training, and I'm going to go into what my experts are training and what that training is in just a minute. I'm just going to go over this again. Community and masterminding, really, really important stuff. And then all the tools that create your recipes and automate that linking stuff. So number 1, what we have in our world-class training, the experts that are doing it, these guys are the real deal. They're giving you step-by-step, time-tested, student-tested, no other system like this coaching type of stuff. I mean, I pulled them in and I, talked them into doing it, and they're giving you secrets that they've never shared before. And I have to say, not everybody was willing to do this, but I have a way of enticing people enough to get them involved, and then people got really, really excited about it. So I've gathered the best experts around the world, and it's taken me 15 months to do this. And of course, they had to put their modules together. Each module, each business module is a course in itself. I mean, they are giving you every single thing that they got, what's making them money in their area of expertise. Everybody has their area of expertise. No one knows it all about SEO, and that's why it takes a community. But one more thing, right now, okay, there's 16 experts on board, and that number keeps increasing. It's really great. It just keeps growing and growing. I'm loving this. I'm really actually incredibly excited. So 100+ years of experience, easy in this system. It is so first, you get the full video-based training, which goes over basic, the 7-step magic, and then advanced training. Now this is like learning your craft. Yes, you get copy and paste recipes for fast results, but this is learning your craft. Like Ann, my business partner, goes through and she takes the person who is the newbie and walks them through buying their first domain, walks them through hosting their first site, walks them through putting Google Analytics on their page. I mean, all of that in baby steps. So you have that track if you are a total beginner. No one gets left behind. Total hand holding. And then we have the 7-step magic, where we go into more detail than I've been able to go into in an hour-and-a-half training. And then there's those advanced folks. We got a lot of stuff for you. I'm not even going to go there right now. So that's just the basic SEO as a craft. And right there, that could be worth this whole thing. SEO is the craft of SEO. But we're going further on that. We have business models, and this is where the experts are coming in, and they're going to show you exactly how they make money step by step in each one of those business models. Now, I'm not saying that you have to do all 8 business models. I certainly don't do all 8 business models. In fact, frankly, some of those business models scare the crap out of me. I mean, I could not call people on the phone and try to get customers. That would be my worst nightmare. But Anne, she loves doing that. She's such a salesperson. So we all have different personalities. So we wanted to illustrate different business models to match your personality. You know, I'm a real introvert. I mean, I can come out and I can talk to people, but I basically, you know, I like to hide in my computer. So there's other business models that I do. But anyway, we have 8 ways that you can make money using those same 7 steps over and over again, just plugging in those recipes and clicking that button to get those links. And those business models is a guided curriculum. You know, it's a guided, so even if you didn't go through the craft, we have the easiest business models up first. So those are the ones that you can do without even having a website, and all you have to do is watch, you know, the experts do it. You don't even have to know how to put up a website for the first couple of business models, and that was done on purpose so we could get the newbies up and running and into our community as fast as possible and making money as fast as possible. And then we have live daily coaching webinars. For the first 21 days, we're going to get on there and answer questions every single day. It's like open office hours. We have experts, the experts will be on there. I've hired coaches, SEO professionals that are going to come on and answer everybody's questions. And then we have 2 instant profit systems, you know, baby steps designed to create you profits in the first 30 days or less. So that is just the training part of it. And again, here are the business models that are they're the top business models that are making the most money right now in 2015. And I'm going to have another sip of water and we'll get back into that. Sorry about that. I just don't talk that often, this much anyway. So these are the business models. And I'll go in a little bit more on that. And I want to talk about the community now and the masterminds and testing and results. You know, this was really, really important to me. Perry Belcher put a community together, an SEO mastermind, about 5 years ago, and that changed my life because for once I wasn't working in a vacuum anymore. I was able to talk to other people doing what I was doing, and we were able to exchange what was working, what's not working, our test results, and my income just exploded in SEO at that moment. So that was a real turning point in my life. I mean, I was already doing really, really well to be invited to that mastermind, but doing that was just incredible, you know, because nobody knows everything about SEO. So working together and not being by yourself is really what it's all about. So what if you could work in a true team? I mean, you know, have all your questions answered 24/7. Now that doesn't mean my support staff's going to be, you know, answering support tickets 24/7, but that means that our community is. And we've segmented this community into different aspects, you know, the way you may like to communicate. I prefer Skype. I love Skype as a community. You know, it's always there. There seems to be somebody always on it. When you segment groups into like 100 people, you know, you get voyeurs that never say anything, but then you get stuck and you go, hey, how about this? And it seems like there's always somebody on there to answer your question, and that has been instrumental in my success. A lot of times you find new business partners when you mastermind and you come in your communities together. I mean, I have stories of people who have met in mastermind communities. Actually, Matt Clark and Jason Katzenbeck met in a mastermind, and they created the Amazing Selling Machine. So that's how powerful just being together with people doing the same thing is. Now, get hands-on help ranking for any keyword. Again, that's part of our community. Build new business models together. We can do this. You know, not everybody knows, like I said, nobody knows everything about SEO, but we can do it together. My best results in ranking come when I work in teams, because so imagine if there was 500 Page One members, and we're actually at a couple hundred right now. We're going to hit that 500 mark and then probably shut it down. But together, we can conquer Google. We are conquering Google. But just think how much, every time it changes. I don't know. I just can't say enough for the community that we have one central place. It's unique, and it's a Page One exclusive. And this is what the community is. So we have different aspects of the community. So we have the forum, and I know everybody knows what a forum is, and that's for fast answers. And we want to direct everybody there to go ask their questions, because that's going to be the FAQ repository. So if you have a question, that would be where you go first. You know, type it in. If you can't find it, then ask the question there. I've hired people to monitor those forums, so you get your questions answered ASAP. Because I think that's really important. I've never, sometimes I've gotten stuck in forums when I don't get answered fast, and so I'm making sure that you're going to get fast responses. And then we have the private Facebook group. You know, this is a community where we're going to connect with each other. We're going to become friends like you do on Facebook, with other students and the experts. And then the exclusive Skype groups for quick responses. Not that you're not going to get quick responses there, but I don't know, for me, that's my favorite. It just suits my personality. I don't know why. I mean, everybody probably has their favorite type of way of communicating. That happens to be mine. I'm in about 5, Skype groups. I'm not always paying attention, and sometimes I got to get out of Skype to even get some work done, but I always know it's there. I always know I can reach out to my guys and get some questions answered. And then we also have comments below each video that creates momentum in our training. So all that is, worth $9,000 right there. I mean, the value just goes and goes and goes. So this is pageoneengine.com/go. Remember, the first 50 people, and I don't know where we are at right now, but the first 50 people get that VIP access to support. And there were thousands of people on this call. So now I'm going to go into automated tools. Wow, this is where it really, really becomes exciting and huge. I mean, my patent pending technology, you can't get anywhere else. What I showed you, you literally can't get anywhere else. This is the only where you can get it. It's tested, and it gives you unmatchable results. I don't even know. I can't even tell you. I don't know, maybe you can hear it in my voice how excited that, having a proprietary system like that makes me, because when Google changes the recipe, we change the recipe. It's, something that, I don't know, came to me in a dream. But, being in SEO for so long, I was like, I am just so tired of Google doing this to us. So that's why I created it. So, I've had people offer me a lot of money for this, like $25,000. It's been a heck of a long time in development, and I have spent over $200,000, over $200,000, and just in the patent pending stuff, and $50,000 for link density. I mean, these are not cheap tools. And honestly, I think ranking without these tools is nearly impossible. I mean, I showed you how to create the recipe, and people don't do that because they try to do it manually. They just get tired. I don't know what, they lose steam, and then it just pitters out for them, and they don't get the recipe, the ranking ratios down. Where here, it's just a copy and paste into my system, and then you push go and get the links with those ratios. It's like magic. It really, really is. So here's the tip of the iceberg, and these are just my favorites. Okay, I've been talking about my automated link management software system, and this is patent pending, and you can use this with my network, the network that you get with Page One Engine, or you can bring your own sites into it. So for you advanced guys with your PBNs, and for you newbies, that just means private blog networks. It just means we put up sites that Google thinks are owned by other people, and when you do that, it helps your rankings significantly. And we're going to go into detail, of course, how to build those, because that's my area of expertise. I've been doing that since 2003 and selling them since 2007. So I do know a thing or two about them. But so that is one of my favorite tools. It's easily worth $5,000 if I just sold it outright like that. Automated domain analysis tool, and I demoed this on our last call. We have automated link analysis tool, and that's what I showed you today, how you can create that recipe so quickly, so fast, and then just plug it in. And then we have an automated magic keyword creator, which I didn't get to demo today. That's not something we talked about, but we have that. And of course, we got to track our rank positioning software. And our rank tracker not only tracks, in the normal search engines like Google, Yahoo, and Bing, it also tracks in YouTube and Amazon. So for all you ASMers that want to know your position in Amazon, I got the tool for you. So for all you YouTube, people out there, I got the tool for you. Our rank positioning software checks all of that. Not too many other people do that. We do it. And so these tools right here, easily almost $10,000, just the tip of the iceberg. So let's go into those a little bit. Let's go into what each one of these are. So domain audit. Here I'm going to take another sip of water. Domain audit, instant data about the ancient domains. So I showed a little demo about this last week, and I showed you how to go find some domains that might be available. When you put them into here, it gives you the criteria that you need to know, like trust flow, like age, all that kind of stuff that you may not get from the tool, other tools out there. So that's where you're digging in and you're finding about domains. And this is when you're finding, when you're looking for ancient domains to buy, either for your money site, for your main site, or for your PBNs, your personal blog networks, that we'll get into in the course. So this tool is really, really perfect for that. And then we got the age site builder, which again goes with an old, an age site. So if you have an age site, a lot of times, there's links that come into inner pages. They don't always come into the home page. And so we teach you how to find those inner pages that have a lot of authority. And then this software automatically rebuilds them, just like that. Absolutely incredible. So the keyword finder and creator, this is something that will put, it goes into the related searches, and it also puts magic keywords in front and then behind. It's really, really good for affiliate marketing, rank, and a lot of the other stuff that we go into, like, oh man, gosh, the modules is almost every single one of them though. So it's a really good keyword creator that nobody else has. This is the only place, because the finding keywords has changed a little bit, and I have some secret sauce on that is only here. I haven't applied for a patent though on it, but it is something that you can only get here right now, unless somebody copies me there. Social signal content creator. I can't wait for you to see this. Oh my God, this tool on its own just brings in content. It brings in viral traffic. This was donated to me. I didn't create this one. It automatically writes your social content, so kind of like builds your website for you. This is really, really great, by Justin Anderson. I didn't do this one. I have to give props out to him and thank him for giving this to me and giving it to you guys as part of our tool set. So also, we have an automated article poster, of course, for that link building. You can do it. You can automate into our networks, or you can automate into your own. It distributes and replicates it like humans do. It just automatically posts whatever you want. So that's what does. You push go, and your articles go out with your links, bringing links back, which automatically. Not automatically, but yes, pretty much automatically. I just don't want to get in trouble by saying instant results, but that's how you get rankings when you put your links into these things. So with that too, my personal network management software, very proprietary tool, allows you to scale your business by controlling all your properties from one place. We have the intelligent patent pending link recipe software that I've been talking about. Staying one step ahead of Google has been my job and my quest since 2001. I love it. I love reverse engineering Google. It is like the best game I think there is on the internet. I mean, I don't play computer games, that just like everybody else. This is my computer game, because you know why? when I win, I make money. And to me, that's the best incentive ever. So to me, this was my intelligence software. So when Google changes, we stay ahead of them. And actually, Google changes because they're chasing us. So we can always stay a step ahead of them, which is really exciting for me, to say the least. LinkedIn Indexer. Well, you got new links. We instantly make sure that Google indexes them and gets credit. So tools, full automation. These aren't even all the tools. I don't have time to go into all the tools. We just got a lot of tools. I've been doing software for a long time. And yes, I've invested well over $200,000 in this. And I have tools that are patent pending, and that's no joke. And best yet, you can get all of them. And could you have results in as little as 10 days? Yeah. Mastering page 1 rankings in 60 days, I think I've proven that pretty well. And virtually impossible without the help of these impeccable tools. I think so, and I think that's why people think SEO is dead. They don't have the tools, they don't have the automation, they don't have the 7 steps even. And all of that is automated. So more automation, more replication, scaling your income. So in summary, the training, the community, and the tools, I mean, this is absolutely everything. I have poured my heart and soul into this product. The experts have poured their heart and soul into this product. We have made software available that automates everything. You get the specific steps, the hand-holding, and each tool needed for ranking. I mean, the ranking mentors are there, and that is a key to success, getting your questions answered, finding out what other people are doing that's working today in 2015. So proprietary tools, I think you've seen that I have built to destroy. So I'm saying give me 60 days starting today, and you are going to change your life. The training, the handheld coaching, values $13,000. The full community of masterminding, value $9,000. The automation tool, plug and play, valued almost $10,000. I think way more than that, actually. That's immediate value of $31,000. But this isn't for everyone. I mean, you've got to be serious. And as much as I say it's as easy as building a recipe and clicking a button and getting the links, this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. And I don't want you to spend your last dime getting into this. I want you to be serious. I want you to want to build a lifetime business. I want you to be able to change your lifestyle. So ask yourself, are you going to take action? Are you going to take this seriously? I mean, this is a very serious proposition, and this will change your life. It's a very limited time. I mean, we're only taking serious students who will report in big results and hard work. In fact, that's why a lot of the experts got on board, because we're going to release a lot of these modules as standalone products, and they want to make you a success, so they have case studies for each one of those. And they are going to work their butt off to make you successful. And I'm going to work my butt off to make you successful. And like I said, I have invested $200,000 into this, recruited the best coaches. So in a small window of time, a very limited time, the questions are, if you're serious, now's the time to take action. If you want to unlock the permanent mystery of search engine optimization and ranking your sites, take action right now. If you want to crush past $100,000 with these 7 steps, like I have and like so many other people have, take action right now. If you want to change your life, this is the time to take action right now. If you're here for a reason. This kind of thing doesn't come along every day. I don't do this every day. This is the first time I've ever opened up a product like this. So this is the time. You're here for a reason. You're here to be part of our community. We are immediately starting. Our coaching and automation begins immediately. In fact, the people that we already have in there, the 200 people that we have in, are just, we got all these glowing reviews already. They're being handheld. We've already started our coaching, our daily webinars. So we are looking for a select amount of people. And you got to qualify. You can't be a douchebag and come in, we'll kick you out, really. Seats are now open for a super limited time. So of course the debate of my life, was how much was I going to charge for this? How much should I charge for people to come into this, to get all the training, to learn the craft of SEO, have all the experts there, all those business models, and then all the automated tools on top of a link network? Seriously? And then you think, okay, an MBA costs $140,000. My total investment actually was $200,000. And not only training, you're getting full hands-on, step-by-step, and the tools, excuse me for that. I was told to charge $10,000 for this, and I actually thought $10,000 would be a pretty good price. And if we do this again, that's probably what this is going to be. But I wanted to open this up, and I knew how it was when I was first starting, and there was nobody there to show me how to do it. And I want to be the one there to show you how to do it, take you by the hand, tell you how to do this, because you can do this. I'm telling you, you can do this. If I can do this, you can do this. So I am shocking the industry, and only right now, for $1,997, you can get into Page One Engine. And believe me, that is a steal. I have sold products at a recurring value, sold networks at $1,997, recurring monthly for networks, and you're getting a 500 site network. So that is this is like pennies on the dollar. And I'm even making it easier for you. You can start today for one payment of $797. Now there's going to be 3 payments of $797, but you can start today for one payment of $797. You get access to everything. I think I might be crazy. Even the recipes. And I've shown you how easy it is, that you just click, get the blueprint, and then get the links and their title tags. It's really the 7 steps over and over and over again, and I'm going to drill that into you. The coaches are going to drill that into you. Nobody is going to be left behind. So one more time, that is pageoneengine.com/go. Get in right now, and I want you to meet the experts. Here are the experts that have devoted their time. They've created modules, and I'm going to take another sip of water. We have DK Flynn on affiliate marketing, eRock on local SEO. This guy knows more ninja tricks than I think the 10 top mark. I have an advanced conference every year, and it's called SEO Rockstars. And we get the 100 most, top SEO professionals, underground SEO professionals. These aren't the people that go to PubCon or all the other Google things. We're underground. We're the ones that, that figure stuff out and everybody copies. eRock talked for an hour, and all of those SEO professionals had their mouths on the floor. Really that good, that kind of stuff. You can't miss his course, and he's all about local, and he's going to show you ninja tricks. He's going to take you if you're a beginner and if you already have an agency. In fact, I have testimonials from people that already have agencies that said that they've already tripled their investment just on the tricks and tips that eRock has shown them, how to get clients, how to rank them fast, and how to take over Page One. And then there's Greg Montoya, who does the renting and selling sites. It's funny, he's a surfer dude. This is actually, he looks sweet here. He has another surfing picture that I showed the other day. And, he travels all over the country. He works out of his truck and coffee shops. And he ranks sites, and then he goes out and he gives somebody the calls, and then he takes it away and says, well, do you want them? We'll negotiate. So another whole big business model on that. Then we had Jason Potash, who's been in the business, in the industry as long as I have, and he has this ninja stuff ranking on YouTube. But guess what? I also have Dave Jennings, who is one of my personal favorites, all-time, SEO guys. Of course, it's funny because a lot of times I compete with these guys, but they're my friends, and he's one of the smartest dudes as well. Total white hat guy, and you are just going to love him. He's going to be talking about YouTube as well. And then, of course, there's Mr. Jeff Linney on launch jacking, who's just made $205,000 in the last 5 months launch jacking, which I went over in the last one. John Limbacher, who is the original godfather of SEO. He's been doing it longer than me. I think he started in 1996, although I've been online since 1993. My first email was dory.friend@applelink.com. But he does black hat stuff, and I'm telling you, he is going to blow you away. Okay, so let's keep going. Justin Anderson is going to, okay, I'm getting some signals here. Okay, so just quickly, these are my experts, and here's some income statements here, and this is the kind of money that people bring in. Simply automated income. Here's some testimonials about me. Jeff Johnson says Dory Friend is a rock star. Brad Callen says Dory Friend's a rock star. I got stories about these guys. Yannick Silver, yes, I take care of my tribe, and I've been his secret weapon for a long time. We have other testimonials. Mr. David Krautner, who was actually started out with us. He runs a local business agency, and he has, he launched it within 30 minutes, had 3 signups from what E-Rock taught him. Daryl Osborne, another already successful agency, tripled his investment, and more. This is Lisa. She's training on reputation management. So the gold rush has returned. It's like a second wave, starting today, the second wave of 100% traffic has begun. And we use full automation, and we take baby steps and 100% handhold coaching. So ask yourself, are you ready for a change? I mean, seriously, opportunities come rarely like this. You really need true guidance and mentorship, and I want to offer that chance to you to completely turn your life around. Like I said, if you're here for a reason. So it's your turn. Now, how can we make it totally unfair? Here's some more stuff that we got for you. Here's my mission. I want to virtually guarantee you rankings and the breakthrough you've been searching. So my anthem is results, results, results. So check out what I'm doing here. These are the incredible add-ons that give you a crazy advantage over Google, even guaranteed. So we got bonuses here. Remember those 500 sites? Yep, you get links from all those sites. This is my link network that I have spent $50,000 on, and it is up for you, and you're going to get a guaranteed 500 links from it. You can rank pretty much anything with that. Then we're going to go through that. Was the same thing, virtually guaranteed yourself rankings, never beg or ask a link, push of a button right there. Plus, worldwide expert access. I'm going to be bringing also, this is something else we're doing. We're going to be doing a virtual workshop with the top experts around the world. These experts charge usually $1,997 an hour. Really, they do, if they even do that. And we're going to do a virtual workshop, so no travel, no hotels. Students have begged me to do this for a long time, so I'm finally going to do this. And I'm going to do it 100% free for you guys. Everybody else is going to have to pay. It's a value of $3,997, but you do not have to pay for that. But we are going to have the top guys from all over the place. Some of my experts that are on POE, and then we're going to bring some other people in. 60 days open office hours. So I've invested a lot of money in this, and I have our top coaches available to you, 60 days free open hours, and of course 6 months of free support. And this community is not going away. We are in here for the long haul to help you, because in the community we all help each other, and it helps me too. So I'm a little selfish on that. Value $4,997. And then we have the instant phantom profits. So this is where we have a bonus where you don't have to have a product. You don't have to do any selling, not even affiliate products. Only get traffic, guaranteed income. You get paid for clicks. You get paid for visitors. One line of code and you get profit. I mean, you can scale this up to millions, and we're going out and we're interviewing a guy that does this. He does it on a really, really huge scale. He's a recluse. We have to go out to North Carolina and do this interview and pull all the secrets out from him. And that total value is probably more than $1,997, because it's cost me a lot more to go out there and take a film crew and do that. So that was bonus number 4. Bonus number 5 8 case studies live with me. So every time we go through one of these business models, we're going to do it with you. We're going to show you. You're going to watch me right over. So you're going to learn just what they're doing and watch me or one of my coaches do it step by step. So somebody, if it's not me, it's going to be somebody else who is going to do this live with you. So that was bonus 5. We practice what we teach, what we preach. Of course we do. It's live demonstrations done with the master coaches themselves. I mean, we've got launch jacking live. We have ranking long tail keywords and choosing those golden keywords. And of course, all the automated software. I mean, total value, $2,997. That's bonus number 5. And bonus number 6, and there's more coming here. We have an instant ranking checklist. Now, remember when I said I do SEO Rockstars, and that is for advanced SEO people? We create a cookbook each year. I have a professional note taker that takes notes, and then they drill down into those notes and create ranking recipes. And this took 3 years to perfect this list. It's pure gold, no fluff, no training. It's direct to gold. There's 68 pages in this thing, and I always go back to refer to it. I mean, that has a value of $1,997. This right here, pure gold. Okay, I'm going to take my breath. Take a breath, because this is my commitment. This is my commitment to you. And I am really, really proud to do this. And I want to see you have huge results, and I want to see you have them fast. And I've worked years for this. I mean, I have built literally everything that you need. You need free traffic and monetization, and we have that here in this system, this training system, this tool system, the community. Here we go again. The full training system, video, coaching, step by step, has a $12,985 value. Community and masterminding, team, connect, and build, $8,988 of value. I think those are actually cheap for what you're getting. And the tools, oh my gosh, the tools that Google wishes they could shut down. I mean, really, that's why I went out and got a patent on, some of this stuff. So $9,485. Then we have the guaranteed 500 links. I mean, literally, you can rank anything with the recipe and those links. $4,997. You have the secret virtual workshop where I'm going to get experts from around the world. $3,997. 60 days of open office hours. $4,997. The instant phantom profits. $1,997. Well, I'm going to go out and interview this guy that's doing crazy, crazy stuff. I can't wait to go dig it out of him. 8 live case studies. We're going to show you how to do it over the shoulder type of stuff. $2,997. Instant ranking recipes. Oh my gosh, that 68-page document that's pure gold. I mean, every page is a ranking recipe that all you have to do is go refer to and use with our system. That's $1,997. And we've never done this before. For the next 10 minutes, I'm going to guarantee you one keyword that we're going to do. And that's going to come up, and I'm going to put up a dial. I'm going to put up a counter. But right now, compare that to an MBA. Over $140,000 goes to getting in an MBA. I mean, here it is right here. Program costs $140,000. And then you come out and your average salary is $127,000. Now that's nothing to sneeze about, but let me tell you, we're all making more than that and a lot more than that. So compare that to an MBA that costs $140,000. I've personally invested over $200,000, and combined with the coaches, well, that's over. Well, it's 100 years of experience. So guess what? I only need 60 days, not 2 years, really. And I'm not done yet. Here is my guarantee. This is a full 60-day money-back guarantee. I mean, it doesn't get better than this. We offer it full, no questions asked, money-back guarantee. But let's talk about refunds for a minute. I mean, I would rather give you unlimited support and even have it done for you than, have you upset and go away and ask for a refund. I want you to win. I am here. That's part of my life mission. I am at my part of my life where this is really, really important to me. So I want you to win. So just know that. And so this is something coming that I've never done before. What if I guaranteed you at least one page 1 ranking, 100% done for you? 100% done for you. Right now, I'm going to do that. First, here's the URL again, pageoneengine.com/go. And here we go. My supreme commitment to your success. And this is a fast action bonus. You have 10 minutes to do this. And if you've already signed up, you're going to get this too. But in the next 10 minutes, the best #1 guarantee you're ever going to get. My friend and partner has guaranteed me to I'm stumbling over my words. I'm going to have another sip of water. I'm just so excited about this. But he's guaranteeing me 1 keyword giveaway. It's a total value of $4,997. This, I mean, what is the value of just 1 keyword? 1 keyword earned Jeff Linney $120,000. I mean, 1 keyword, it can mean a lot of money. The only condition is you have to build it using page 1 rules. So we have to confirm the keyword and what you're doing. You can't have this, really lousy site that you just put up and said, okay, rank me for mortgage. That doesn't work. I mean, you've got to be fair about this. So the total value of that, again, is $4,997. We're starting the countdown now. So for the next 10 minutes, that's what you're going to get if you buy now. Join our community, join us. And during that time, I'm going to go over some more testimonials and some other stuff. And maybe there's some questions coming in. Here's Aiden Booth, and he's talking about systems that I've created in the past. This guy, true believer. We've created systems. I have been creating software for a long time. Aiden Booth's one of my fans. He's been using my stuff for a long time. Ezra Firestone talks about, my events and what we do. It's, it's stuff that's happening right now, and how I get the real people who are actually doing it, not just theory. Stephen Floyd, again, at one of our, at SEO Rockstars, one thing doubled his conversions at one of his clients, and ninja tricks that he learned. So I think my guaranteed keyword expires in about 6 minutes. I think that was kind of fast. I have to put the timer on and let my people tell me how much time I have left on that. But I want you to make a goal now. In fact, in the book that I wrote, I asked you to send in my goals. I asked you to send in your goals. And it was really interesting how many goals were financially driven. So now's the time for you to make a decision. I mean, this is something that doesn't come all the time. And like I said, I have never done this before. I've never created a system like this. I've never gathered the expertise of so many experts before in one place. I've never spent so much money on a system. This is 100% free traffic. We have 8 business models that are proven. These guys are doing it right now, and they are going to teach you how to do it, and they are going to hand hold you. I have hired people to come in and hand hold you while you're going through this. Just like I said, even if you're a newbie, we will tell you how to register your domain. We will tell you how to go get that age domain and how to host it. We have every tool you need for income. Every tool. It's just time for you to decide if you want to change your life now. pageoneengine.com/go. Let's go through that again. pageoneengine.com/go. Now, here we go again. This is a full training system, video coaching step-by-step. And again, you're not just getting, the craft of SEO. You're getting the experts in every single business model. We have coaches. It is video, step-by-step. Everything that you need. Right there is a $10,000 course right there. And then on top of that, it's the community and masterminding, the team, connecting and building, the Skype, the Facebook group, the forums, all of that. And that's already starting to go from the people that have already purchased in. And this is only open for a limited time. We have the proprietary tools that Google wishes they could shut down again. The 500 site link network that literally does it for you. I mean, you push a button and your links go out. secret virtual workshop, around the world experts. So you don't have to go anywhere. It's going to be a workshop in your house, live on your computer. And we have 60 days of open office hours. We're going to be there for you. I have hired coaches to be there for you. And we are active already in hand-holding people's, making sure all the questions get answered. Nothing gets left behind. The instant phantom profits, the 8 live case studies, the instant ranking recipes, the secret bonus, the 10 minutes, 1 keyword if you're doing it right now. Total value, $57,000, and I can't believe I'm doing this for $1,997 because of the link networks and all the software and the expert training and the full 60-day money-back guarantee. And yes, no questions asked, but like I said, I would rather give you unlimited support and even have it done for you, than you go away unhappy. And so, my done for you guarantee right here. This is where it really gets down to it. Let me show you my confidence. I'll do it for you. This is how confident I am that you are going to be successful with this system. This is it. My done for you guarantee. And I've never done this before, but in 60 days, you follow page 1 recipe perfectly. I mean perfectly. Be a rock star success. You will be. But by chance, if you don't get a listing on page 1 and you've done all that, I will have my team go in and rank your web property for you. Now the keyword and the site must be page 1 approved, of course. Like I said, you can't have a crappy site and expect to rank for mortgage and say, well, I did all this, But that is the best guarantee ever. You cannot lose with that. I've never done that before, but that is how confident I am in this program. I'm really proud of this program. I can't tell you how proud I am of everybody that's pulled their information and their willingness to help you succeed. Like I said, this doesn't come around often. Things like this don't happen very often, but it's happening right now. And if you're here for a reason. And I totally believe that. And if you're
Dory?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt. Guys, this is Anik Singhal here again. So you're literally, I've been listening, and I didn't know this part. You've told me about what you're offering, but so first of all, you're giving away a bonus that is 1 keyword. I mean, that means that's whoever is listening right now will have 1 keyword that will be ranked. That was your first bonus. And then on top of that, you're giving a secret guarantee where if they're not able to do it in 60 days following your coaching, your steps, and all the coaches that you've put together, that you're going to go in and then do it for them. I just want to be sure and clear for everybody that that's what you're saying.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Am I crazy?
I think so, a little bit, yes, maybe.
Crazy. I think I am. I can't make it. I don't know how to make it a no-brainer, any more of a no-brainer for people to get on board if they want to change their lives and change their lifestyle. And yes, I did say that, and I've never done it before. I think I am crazy. My team thinks I'm crazy. They're like, "Oh God, no, she's doing it." Oh, yep, she is. Okay, that's how confident I am in this system. I mean, it is a good, solid system with
Corey,
good
I want to
technology.
I want to say something here for a minute. And for everyone listening, again, this is Anik. Dory, can you still hear me fine?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. All right. So everyone who's listening right now, I have been doing this for 13 years. And the number one thing that people always ask me is, can you guarantee that I'll make money from this? And as far as the FTC is concerned, as far as my own ethics are concerned, I can never guarantee anything like that. That's why as soon as I just heard Dory say this, I was shocked. What I want you guys to understand is that there are 8 ways of making money on, using free traffic through what Dory teaches. 8 ways. And they all centralize around getting rankings. And if you can get any one keyword ranked, it's nearly impossible for you to not make money. I mean, it's nearly impossible. So I'm going to do something here. Dory, I'm going to go crazy with you if I have your permission.
I like crazy. Yeah, let's go.
So Dory, first thing is if you can you click on that little box that has your name on it? That way they only see your screen. And
I think I already did.
do that one more time for us. And also, if you could change the slide so that they can actually see the URL, because guys, I'm going to do something right now. I know that so many of you, you're sitting and you're wondering and you're thinking, but I want to encourage you. See, life is all about decisions. Life is about taking action. I'm blown away by what Dory's doing. And as a matter of fact, as soon as we get off of this entire session, I'm going to call her out on that offer. I'm a client of hers. I pay Dory a lot of money, and I don't get that offer. I don't get anything like that. That is insane. And you know what? As her friend and as someone in this industry who promotes this industry, who wants to see more internet marketing, better internet marketing, I'm proud that she's doing something like this. I really, really am. Guys, you need to go to www.pageoneengine.com/go. You need to go. It's right on your screen. Go there and make a decision, because this is going to go away. All right, she can only do this for so many people. You can obviously understand that, right? If she's going crazy and guaranteeing a keyword, and then she's going in and saying, look, if my system doesn't work for you, I'll give you another one and I'll do it for you. That's about as crazy as anybody can get. But we're going to take it. Why would we say no to that? Dory, I'm going to do something for everybody watching right now. See, here's the deal, Dory. If you can get somebody ranked for one keyword, I know for a fact that if I could be building a list, so I am an email marketer. For everybody who's watching right now, I have made my entire career. I've sold over $100 million worth of products through email marketing. And I am right now hiring Dory to build my search engine strategy so that I can build leads. Okay, she didn't even talk about it. I mean, she brushed over it, but one of the top ways to make money on the internet is by having an email list. And she has proven that you can use free traffic to build an email list. And I know for a fact that if I had one keyword ranked at the top of page one, I would be getting free traffic. Free traffic means I'm guaranteed to get a list. They will opt in. Okay, whether I get 50 opt-ins or I get 50,000 opt-ins, that's a different story, but I will get opt-ins. And you just have to choose the right keyword, which she shares with you. What I want to do, what I want to pitch in here, Dory, for everybody that takes action, for everybody that declares today that they're going to change their life, stop sitting on the fence. Stop thinking about it. Stop having doubts. Guys, go to Google, just look up Dory's name. She's been around forever. She's been around way longer than I have on this internet stuff. She's got a great reputation, and I wouldn't put my own name at risk here if I didn't believe in everything she's doing. So for everyone watching and for everyone who's already taken action, I'm going to throw in my own training, things that don't even exist on the internet right now. Now, I'm an email marketer, so I can teach you how to make a lot of money with email. The only thing you need to be able to do is get subscribers, and Dory is going to do that part for you. I'll handle the other part. So what I'm going to put together, and again, this is off the cusp. I'm doing this right now because I'm so excited. I want to support Dory, and I want to encourage you to take action. Firstly, I'm going to throw together a free 4-week workshop on how to monetize and how to dominate using email. So if you've ever wondered the way I made $100 million in products I've sold in about 10 years, all through email. How many of you think to yourself, would love to have a chunk of that? So I want to teach you exactly, not just me. I'm going to bring on my #1 student. Let me tell you his story. A year ago, he was making nothing on the internet, zero. Okay? He joined our program. He went through the same training I want to put you through. Actually, I'll even throw in the same program he went through. So I'll tell you about that in a second. And today, he's making over $40,000 a month. And he's now also starting Dory's program because he wants free traffic as well. I'm going to throw in training with him and I, 4 weeks of workshop, of coaching and training for free to anybody that takes action on Dory's program. That's how much I believe in this. I have nothing to make here. Just so you guys know, Dory's not paying me to do this. This is me doing this because again, like I said, I want to promote this industry. I want to help those who I know are providing a great service. Number two, a course of mine that over 20,000 students have been through. Some of the biggest raging case studies have come out of. Even that student I just talked about making $40,000 a month now started with this program called Inbox Blueprint, currently off the market. I'm going to hand you a copy of that entire course for free. You're going to get a free login. That course took me well over 7 months to create, professionally shot. 20,000+ students have been through it. It is one of the most successful courses ever launched in the internet marketing space, and it is by far the best email marketing course ever released. I'm going to throw in a separate login for you for free. Again, guys, this is off the cusp, but you have to give us a few days to get it all lined up and into the members area. Now,
wow,
if you already...
I just don't even know what to say. That is like absolutely freaking incredible. I mean, that just makes it even more brain dead. I mean, I just can't even believe that you're doing that. Thank you. Wow.
You're most welcome, Dory. Here, the whole point, Dory, here is that, I want to help as much as I can. It's not about making money all the time, guys. It's about changing lives. I get to go to sleep every night thinking about the lives I've changed. And today, knowing that getting you to take action on your life, on your dream here. Guys, what do you possibly have to lose? Nothing. And I'm going to throw in one more bonus. You want to start building an email list? I'm going to give you 90 days for free in an autoresponder company that I'm a co-founder of. I've helped start. We are now one of the leading email marketing companies. We're fast becoming the solution. 90 days for free. I'm going to basically give you, when you log into Page One Engine tomorrow or a couple of days from now, we will let you know you're going to get a link. You click it, you get a special coupon code, pop that in, you'll get 90 days for free. So you don't have any other additional expenses. And this program, by the way, also gives you a landing page builder. So we will help you build the most optimum landing page so that you get the best conversions for all that traffic you drive. And that means you build the biggest list. Guys, I don't know what the value of these three are. I'm not going to sit here and put them together. First of all, 4 weeks of coaching on how to do email marketing with myself and one of my top students ever. He's in less than a year gone from $0 to $40,000 a month. Okay, non-techie, barely understood computers, and today he's rocking it. Number two, I'm going to give you my most successful course I've ever launched called Inbox Blueprint. You will get a login to that within the next few days. It's an entirely separate course. As a matter of fact, we're re-releasing it coming up in a couple of months. You're going to have access to it for life for free. Number three, 90 days for free inside SendLane. But here's the deal. Guys, I want to work with those, but I want to work with those who take action. Just think to yourself right now. You are here on this webinar. You're still here till the end for a reason. You want to change in your life, but changes don't come without action. You need to do something to encourage change. Okay, so when we tell you to take action, we're doing it for your own good. So right now, this minute, make that decision, and you will be rewarded for it because, guys, decisions are only difficult until you make it. Have you ever noticed how you'll sit and crib and think about something over and over until you finally just say, I'm doing this, and suddenly the load is lifted off your shoulders? So right now, go to pageoneengine.com/go. The URL is on your screen. Just go to that URL, make the decision. Dory's got a payment plan for this too. I don't think you guys understand the amount of money she's put in to put this program together. Right now, she's losing money, but I know her future vision. I know what she's building for. I respect it. And I'm telling you right now, you have an opportunity to basically take advantage. Seriously, she's crazy. She's offering you free rankings. She's offering you.
I am crazy.
Tools. You are, Dory. You are crazy. But you know what? I don't mean to sound rude, but that's not their problem. They have an opportunity right now.
It is. It is actually the best opportunity I've seen in a long time. I think ever, actually. I mean, you're right. I have spent a ton of money on this. We have put a ton of hours in on this. It's absolutely the biggest program I've ever put together and the best program I've put together. I'm really, really proud of it, actually.
So Dory, here's what we're going to do though. This offer that I'm putting together is off the table in 10 minutes because, guys, we're coming close to the end of this session, and I want you guys to take action. I know what sits for you on the other side. I know Dory. I have sat down, hung out with her. We know each other on a personal level, a professional level. I am telling you, this is the right decision. This is what you've been looking for. If you're still here, it means you're super serious. It means you're ready to do something big. So Dory, I've got my iPhone in my hand. I got the timer on. Whenever you say the word, I'm going to hit 10 minutes, and that is when my offer will expire from the table. Dory, can you back up real quick and show the slide that has the full offer written down on it? That just shows, I mean, this is ridiculous, guys.
It is ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. And I'm telling you right now that, right there it says 30-day money-back guarantee. I just want to correct that real quick. Guys, it's 60 days. 60 days.
Yeah, I didn't want anybody to have to feel rushed or anything. It's like, we're going to make this work for you. And sometimes people kind of go, oh, wow, and they get like frozen. I didn't want that to happen. So we did 60 days. It's just like, no problem, because I know everybody's going to be successful if they take action. You got to take action, of course.
Of course.
That is the main thing you have to do, is take action. And it's great because everybody that's already in the community, everybody's really excited. People are taking action because we already have training material up. They're learning it. It's actually been really wonderful. And we have a lot of mindset stuff too. It's like what I gave away was the willpower hacking thing. I'm really, really into that. And I believe, the mindset is really important. So we're going to talk a lot about that inside the membership area. It's not just about tools and technology, but it's also about mindset, which go together. It seems like, for me anyway, they're coming closer and closer together all the time as we go into.
I could not agree more. All right, so Dory, here's what I'm going to do. Starting the timer right now, guys. Of course, okay. I did it the wrong way, so let me do that again real quick.
While you're starting the timer, I have the first iPad giveaway. Remember, I was giving away 2 iPads, and
go for it.
Okay, the first iPad goes to John Paul Greenberg, but he's got to respond. So he needs to send an email from his email address to Dory@pageoneengine.com and let us know that he's still on. Otherwise, we're going to give it away. And let me just go out and make sure my staff has got that. Okay, John Paul's going to be emailing, right?
Ray MacArthur. Yeah.
Ray MacArthur is the second one. Okay, I have the second one too, but I'm gonna wait a couple minutes.
All right, and so guys, it's exactly 9 minutes left right now. Dory, I want to also talk to everyone right now about the importance of coming into this with the right mindset. Now, obviously, you're offering them a 60-day money-back guarantee. You're offering them a guaranteed keyword. You're offering them every single tool that they'll ever need to get those rankings. You're offering them a community. You're offering them, all the support, coaching, tools, training, step-by-step. What I want you guys to understand right now is, and I'm going to sound a little bit corny, but just go with me here. One thing I learned about having a business on the internet is that being able to generate traffic, it's like a superpower. Okay? The whole old saying of build it and they will come, it does not exist. Not on the internet. It just doesn't. There are billions of web pages on the internet that get absolutely no traction, no visitors, nothing. All right? And when it comes to getting traffic, there's really only 2 ways. You either have to spend your hard-earned money to get that traffic, or you do it for free. Now, when you spend your hard-earned money, you're quote-unquote risking something. May not be a huge risk, but you're still risking something, right? And so many students, they get on and they build a website, they build a page, they build an opt-in page, and then they sit there and they twiddle their thumbs. And what I want to tell you right now is that Dory's got the solution to the actual problem. And on top of that, she's throwing in 8 ways to monetize that business. Do you understand that by the 7 steps she gives you, by mastering these with the tools, which you have unlimited usage for, you can go rank 1 keyword or you can rank 1,000. Really, it's up to you. You can walk down the street to the local bakery and they're struggling, they're about to go out of business, and within the course of days, maybe just a few weeks, you could completely transform their business. You can walk, that's a superpower. because you can go in and drive more customers to them. You can take an online company that's struggling to sell their products. You can take Amazon sellers that are struggling to sell their products. You can take someone who's building a list. So even if you want to do consulting, even if you want to look at this as a new business model, this is a superpower, because you can go into any business and transform it, not to mention make money from the actual, business. And yourself, you can build websites, and you can transform them into affiliate income. You can transform them into a list, which you monetize later. You can put up your own Amazon products and drive traffic to them. There are endless possibilities. What you need is traffic. And guys, right now, there's exactly 6.5 minutes left. 6.5 minutes left to making a decision. All right, that's all it takes. All it takes is you going to pageoneengine.com/go. Go to www.pageoneengine.com/go. Make a decision, okay? Do the payment plan. It's fine. She's giving you everything up front. Nothing's being held back from you. You have 60 days to work it as hard as you want. Utilize the coaching, utilize the training, utilize the tools. Guys, I will be shocked if you're not ranking and getting traffic. I will be shocked if you're not earning an income. But even if that's the case, you can just get your money back. Or you can just tell Dory, hey, I tried. Can you just do it for me? And she'll still go in and do it for you. There is just absolutely zero risk here. The word risk doesn't even exist. Right now, the only risk you have is, as I look at my cell phone, there is exactly 5.5 minutes in which I will be removing my bonus offer. I'm going to completely remove your ability to get my free 4 weeks of training on how to do email marketing with my top student making over $40,000 a month. I'm going to remove access to Inbox Blueprint. I'm going to remove the 90 days free SendLane account so that you can start building your list with zero risk. Dory, anything you want to add here as we come up to like 5 minutes left, to talk to everyone here?
Yeah, well, I do have the second iPad. It goes to Ray MacArthur, so you have to confirm that you're still here, Ray. Email me at dory@pageoneengine.com and confirm that. And those are our 2 iPads that we're giving away. And yeah, and Anik, I can't believe that you're offering all that stuff. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. It's awesome. I mean, that's what this community is all about. It's like everybody gives in this community. And back in the day, like in 2000, I had actually gone, I'd bought into some stuff, and they were like these scammer things. And all they did was, upgrade you. They got you in, and then they upsold you into something else. And so Yannick, actually, Silver, sent me an email on 201, and I'll never forget. And they were saying, okay, this is the seminar to go to. And I thought, okay, I'm gonna risk it this time. I'm gonna do it once again. And I had to pay $2,500 to get for my ticket. I had to pay for my flight out there. I had to pay for my hotel. I had to pay for all my food. And so I made sure I sat up in the front row. This is really a true story, to look at the guys. I wanted to see the whites of their eyes to make sure that they were telling me the truth. And thank the Lord, those are the guys I'm still hanging out with today, and they were the real deals, the real guys making money online, and I feel like we're the same group of people underground that are the real deal. And it's kind of funny too, because Anik and I, I just realized that he was in one of the same courses I was in, but he didn't go to the live webinar with Jeff Johnson. And we were both in Jeff Johnson's $25,000 coaching club. We'd paid that much money to be coached, about free traffic. And I think this was back in like 203 or 204 or something. And it's funny, all these years later, that we finally connected personally, eye to eye, because he was in the same thing I was. So that was just an interesting thing I just wanted to say about that. This community that we have, this community of people that I surround myself with are the people that that are really doing it. And like I said, we have that mindset attitude as well. The life hacking now, the new word for personal development. and that whole aspect that we bring into it. So, you know, I know a lot of times we talk about big numbers, you know, millions of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars. If your mind's not there yet, you know, making $1,000 could change a lot of people's lives. And so if that's the number for you, then that's the number for you. You know, you got to grow into that before it can be maybe $2,000 a month. Then
Dory, one quick favor. I'm sorry. Can you flip the screen over to the URL? Because I'm getting some messages from people that don't actually know. There you go, guys. There we go. www.pageoneengine.com/go. I'm sorry to cut you off, Dory. You have 3 minutes, guys. 3 minutes left. It is seriously time to make that decision. Don't lose out on this. I'm throwing in thousands of dollars worth of free training and bonuses right now. Something I never do. Something I'm doing only because I care about your success. Because I want you to do the right thing here. And the right thing is to go to pageoneengine.com/go. It is to go to that URL and to make your decision. Remember what I told you. If you're nervous, if you're worried, it's understandable. We understand. But that's why Dory puts this guarantee out. And worst case, join us with the payment plan. You see for yourself. But I'll tell you right now, you need to be 100% in if you're going to do this. All right, you have 2 minutes left. Dory, I'm so sorry. Back over to you.
Okay, no, that's okay. 2 minutes left. Okay, guys. Yeah, pageoneengine.com/go. I truly believe it's going to change your life. Even creating this has changed my life in so many ways. And we have the hand-holding for you where we take even the newbie that doesn't even know how to get a domain name, and we will pull you up into somebody who is ranking on page one. I guarantee it. I mean, we will get you there. We are the ones to get you there. And you are here for a reason. You are here because you want to change your life. Now is the time. Right now is the time to make that decision. Click that button. Get in with us. Get in with our community. And I think there's probably 1 minute to go, isn't there, Anik?
There's exactly 1 minute and 30 seconds. Guys, you see the URL on your screen. There's really nothing more to it. The training is starting in just a few days. One thing I also want you to understand is if you leave today, there's a good chance that in the next day or two, this program will close its doors because of the fact that we have limited seats. I know for a fact, I've been doing this for 13 years, so I can speak on Dory's behalf that programs that offer this kind of coaching, mentoring, and guidance, and Dory, you can correct me if I'm wrong, they have to have limited seats because, well, there's only so much time in the day. So I don't want you to have to come back to this page tomorrow and see that, you know, it's gone and that there's no ability for you to make that decision. Right now, you have a chance to grab Dory's guarantee for 60 days. Okay, you could try every element of the system, use and abuse it. And if for some crazy reason you're not able to make it work, you have nothing to lose. But if you don't do it, you have everything to lose. On top of that, Dory threw in a bonus where she will rank one keyword. They will make sure one keyword gets ranked for you. On top of that, you have open office hours. I love that. That was brilliant. That means you don't just get on big webinars where you just have to listen. You can interact. You can ask questions. Have people look at your stuff. And then last but not least, I'd like to think that my bonuses have a tremendous value for you. That 4 weeks of coaching that we're going to do, and that is the ring. If you hear, whew. All right, as well.
Hey, that's the ring.
Yeah, well, I'll go on for another minute or two here, guys. Some of you are probably on the page, and I'll give you that time.
And we have live support that are answering questions too. So if you're in live support and you're talking to somebody, you know, we're still considering you in that realm of to get Onyx bonuses, because I know when you go to pageoneengine.com/go, you do have an option to talk to our staff and some of the experts. Actually, they're here in the room or here in the office.
Perfect, guys. There you go. Do you have questions or anything you've got? Go to www.pageoneengine.com/go. Just go there, click the big button, talk to someone. They'll tell you an honest opinion of whether they feel the program is the right fit for you or not. But don't let this opportunity go by. If you are interested in learning how to build a business or improve your business and scale your business using automated search engine optimization to get free traffic, whether it's for your sites, your business, or your clients. I'm telling you, there's a massive opportunity here. And even if you don't have a client business, that's what's brilliant about this program. It's literally everything in one box. They will teach you how to do that. And I know for a fact that if you're interested in doing anything with email, I'm going to come in and give you a program that's specifically tailored just for you. That 4-week program is not something we're going to just tell you to go download. It's a program that myself and my lead coach, we're going to put that together with you in mind, with Dory's training in mind, knowing the type of traffic you're getting. We're going to give you a custom workshop for 4 weeks. I have never done this before like this for another program. Never come in and added bonuses like this, but this is your last opportunity, the last chance to claim that before we shut down today's session. Dory, I'm going to turn it over to you for any last closing words you've got.
I just want to remind everybody, that recipe, being able to create a recipe and plug it into a system like that and put those ratios in, this is the only place you can get that. I have a patent pending on that. Seriously. I mean, where you can create, control all your linking from one dashboard like that. I mean, it's as close as to a plug and play system as you get. And I am the only one who has it, and I'm the only one who will ever have it. So that's how easy we've made this. I mean, it is the only place to get it. And I've shown you exactly how to create a recipe and then plug it in. I mean, it's not the question of whether you're going to get page 1 results. You are. It's whether, you're ready to take action and change your life. That's really what the question is. So I think with that, we've gone over 2 hours. We can close it up and we can continue to talk to people on support. So if you go to pageoneengine.com/go, my staff's here, some experts are here ready to talk to you. And you know what, Anik, thank you so much for offering those bonuses. I mean, that's such a value add. I can't even believe it, because one of our modules is all about creating opt-ins, using search engine optimization, using the techniques that I teach. So that is just a perfect add-on bonus for that. So thank you so much for that. I can't even believe that you did that. It's just overwhelming. So thank you.
You're most welcome. It's my pleasure. And I'm really, really excited to be working with everybody here. Guys, thank you so much. And Dory, thank you for allowing me to be here to host this session. It's been an honor. And I'm really just excited with what you're doing. I can't wait to see this group of students come out and just the raging success stories you're about to build. So everybody have a great evening, have a great morning, afternoon, wherever you're calling from. This is Anik Singhal. Thank you so much. Back to you, Dory.
All right, and this is Dory Friend, and thank you one last time. pageoneengine.com/go. Patent pending technology, page 1 rankings. We are going off. All right, Dory out. Bye.